Hello and welcome. I'm your host Elizibar, and boy, Life and Death of Toyo Harada. There is a lot to take in this book. There is so much, especially for somebody who's not super familiar with everything in modern Valiant. This book is one of those titles that is like, hey, if you're familiar with this, you're really gonna like it. And if you're not so familiar with it, you're still gonna like it a lot. I am definitely in the like it a lot boat, and we're gonna look at it together, you and me, right now. What do you guys say? Yeah, you want me to flip the book open? You ready for this? We actually start out basically like with the birth of the universe, and I find the prose a little bit wrong, because this is actually, what I did for a living. What existed before knowing or understanding? Where did the spark come from that ignited everything? The explosion that followed, da-da-da. For 40,000 years, the heat from the spark was so great that nothing could even be sustained. Not even light. That's not true. In the first epoch of the universe, it was radiation dominated. The pressure from light drove the expansion of the universe. Like, I don't really understanding. I don't really understanding. Yeah, I don't really understanding. Done. We're finished. Into the review. But this pretentious stuff leads to World War II. It leads to the birth of Toyo Harada as he takes over. We get backstory about him, and then boom, we're in the middle of some stuff here. Like, we just skipped a couple pages of exposition, and that exposition is absolutely enough to catch a reader unfamiliar with what's going on. Because he's like, yo, there's this guy named Toyo Harada, and he is trying to take over the world, and I'm up here. I'm the CEO of Rising Spirit, the international anti-Harada ops private security contracting firm. Boom! That, kind of hurt my throat a little bit. Like, yeah. Anyway, he is launching an orbital elevator from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The man is just taking over. Being near the equator is exactly the kind of place you want to launch that from. And they are. And while they're doing it, the Chinese government, the Rising Spirit contractors, like however that works, tries to stop them. We're introduced here to all the main characters. So we got this grave dog dude up on the plane, cycling through crazy powers. We got what's his name? Something 99. Just going berserk. We got me flicking the book across the table. We got all these 4 Psyots here with their own powers. Meanwhile, in space, we got Toyo Harada, and we got the robot dude. And, maybe most importantly, Angela. Who is evil? Anybody who just walks around with one of these in a little case, probably evil. There's some twists and stuff, and I don't want to get into any of that. Oh, there's one panel later on. Where is it? I just want to show this one off, because, yeah, like, everything is not hunky-dory in Toyo Harada's Paradise of Evil or whatever. Like, look at this, man. He just killed a gorilla, bringing its corpse home to play with. Toyo Harada's not talking with his minions as much as he wants to. He's arguing with Angela, who is his evil, mad scientist. There's trouble in paradise. There's absolutely trouble in paradise. And that's what's going to make this interesting, because it's not just like everyone gets along. It's not even like everyone hates each other. Like, these relationships feel like real relationships. The people feel kind of like real people. The mercenary dude who has a suit that gives him powers. He takes out a fighter with it, with like explosive touch. And then he cycles back to being able to fly. Like, that is cool. That is a really cool thing. He's nihilistic. He's like, I don't care as long as I get paid. And I get to kill a lot of people. The monster LV-99 just seems to like to inflict suffering. Like, everybody has a real motivation. The Psyots included, Angela included, Toyo Harada included. So where's it going to go from here? I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's going to be pretty interesting. Like, I'm hooked. When I got done, I was like, I want to see where this story's going. I got to know where this story's going. So I'm glad I went ahead and pre-ordered this for my shop, man, because I can't wait to get the next issue. I guess I got to wait a whole month for it, huh? But it's good. Oh, you know what? Let's go back to the combat. Yeah, we totally get a lot of, like, exposition, and every bit of the exposition is needed. Let's see. Actually, we're going to talk about 2 pages. First, I'm going to get the Psyots, the page where we're introduced to them. If I can flip one piece of paper over. This is impossible. Not even the right page. That's the right page. I want you to look at it. I like almost everything. I was going to say literally everything, but no, almost everything about this. And maybe the only change I would have made is kind of reversing it and putting this up here so we get the orientation of where everybody is first, and then their actions spread out like rays, just like they do like this. This is great. It gives you a feeling of they're in different places, but it tells you they're all right next to each other too. These are some really dynamic panels. Is there even a flat angle in here? Let's look. That's off kilter. I think this might be a flat angle. But the camera's real low because we're focusing on her. This one I think is at a very slight angle. It's not quite flat. And that one is at a super dynamic angle as this dude goes BAM! With his hand laser. This is a really strong introduction to 4 characters that I don't know. This tells me a lot about these people, the way they're handling stuff. She's blocking their attacks. He's messing with their mind. She's having them take each other out. And he's just like rocking the party. That's a great page. This one, on the other hand, right here, feels like it should not be a full page splash. It just doesn't. This feels like this should be the first panel of a page-long sequence. Like, you could just put that page, squish it down a little bit, edit it better, a little more selectively. Like show Harada, the rocket, and the robot, and a plane next to the rocket or something. Take up about this much space across the top here, and that's all you need. This page doesn't tell me anything. This page, or this panel, doesn't tell me anything. I don't really need this panel. I need this panel. You know? So I feel like that was just a wasted page. And that's like the only real nitpick I have. Everything else I like in the book. It's just really good. The writing is good. The art is pretty good. I enjoyed it. The price has me a little leery. $4.99. Oof, as they say. But yeah, check it out. Be sure to click on the things that you can click on, and join me on Discord or Twitter or wherever you like, and I'd love to chat with you. Until next time, you have a great day, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.